Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis l'Énergie Canadienne, and welcome to, yeah, I know, a delayed episode of the Hockey Talk Show. I'm sorry about that. Uh, Needed a day just to kind of just take my fucking mind off shit. Plus, I was on a little bit of a break from school, so yeah, I just needed to take a break while we can, spend time with family and all that. But here I am once again, making shitty content because I can. Fuck you, kind. No, I'm good, but anyway, so Hockey Talk Show, you know how it works. I talk about the news, give my honest opinion about it because I'm a douchebag. All right. So real quick, I want to talk about something unfortunate because I just want to get it out of the way. Not because not because it's bad. I just want to get out of the way because just so we don't end the episode or go halfway through just for somber. So the Leafs fans like myself will know the name of Rodion Amarov. He was a 15th overall pick for the Leafs back in 2020. Basically, he got the pick from Pittsburgh in the trade and sent Kapanen back over to the Steel City. Recently, it has just come out. Unfortunately, Mr. Amarov is suffering from a brain tumor and is actually receiving treatment in Germany. Dude, like this fucking sucks. Okay, like considering how young he is, like 19 or 20, think about it. Like he's got his whole fucking life ahead of him, and can't just hear it's just like just giving him the fucking bird. But Amarov, for fuck's sake, please get better. Fuck cancer. Kick its fucking ass. We're all praying for you, dude. You're all praying for you. I guess just like kind of move on before we move on to the next part. I would actually like to read the statement that was put out by his agency over at Gold Star, from his agent Dan Milstein. He says, and I quote, "As the Toronto Maple Leafs just announced, Rodion Amarov was recently diagnosed with a brain tumor. First, we'd like to thank both the Maple Leafs and his KHL team, Sadavat Ulayev, for their incredible support. Rodion and his family are currently in Germany as he undergoes treatment. He is skating 3 times per week and working out every day. Rodion is in good spirits and is determined to return to professional hockey. Rodion was 16 when we first met. In the past month, I've seen how he's even more impressive off the ice as he is on it. Supported by 2 first-class organizations, we will do everything we can to help Rodion and his family during this challenging time." And I think that's a great fucking way of putting it. But moving on now, but this we're gonna transfer over to the National Predators, as they are actively trying to shop around star forward and alternate captain Philip Forsberg. Now, let me say this real quick because this one is a little more confusing. One, you guys are in a playoff spot right now, albeit by the thing of your teeth because you're in the first wildcard spot, but you are still in a playoff position right now. So at that point, do you try to make a push for the playoffs, or do you just tank again? Because here's the thing: you can't really tank anymore because you're too far off in the season to really be tanking. For one, for the other, any attempt to tank now won't really do you any good. Hell, you'll be lucky to get you'll be lucky to get a top 10 pick because that is where Nashville is sitting right now in the standings. Their first wild card, they're at 62 points, and they have a lead over LA for that wild card spot. I should mention too. The fact that they're doing this now, it doesn't make sense, and they're going with the whole rebuild thing because Pekka retired. It also doesn't make sense because you got a great top 6, you got a great goaltender in the making and Jussi Saros if you get his shit together. You got a great defenseman in Roman Josi, no question about that. But it just doesn't make sense of why the Predators are now deciding, okay, time to go. It really doesn't fucking make sense. We do have a few trades to talk about. All of them involving Arizona, 2 of them involving Toronto. So we'll talk about the bigger one of the two. So the Toronto Maple Leafs acquired forward Ryan Dzingel and defenseman Ilya Lyubushkin from the Coyotes in exchange for forward Nick Ritchie and either a 2023 third-round pick or a 2025 second-round pick at the Leafs' discretion. And I should say about the Dzingel part too. He was placed on waivers and claimed off them by San Jose. So what the fuck was the point of adding Dzingel? What was the point? If you're just gonna put him on waivers and lose him to the Sharks, what's the point of that? Like, really, what's the point of it? Really? Why? Like, I don't see a fucking necessity to this. I mean, yeah, we got a good defense. We got a defenseman for the third pairing, which, okay, I guess I could use that. But who's gonna fill in for Ritchie? Who's gonna fill in for Ritchie? I don't know personally, but who's gonna fill in for Nick Ritchie? That's just my opinion, because I really don't fucking know what you do here. The second one, basically, is just shit. Carter Hutton to the Leafs for future considerations. With the thing of Carter Hutton will remain on loan with the AHL's Tucson Roadrunners. And basically, he'll just be the guy that the Leafs have to turn to. And from what I heard, it was because Hutchinson's doing shit in the AHL right now, which again makes sense. The way I look at that, I mean, it's just a whatever trade. It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't do anything. And the last one, again, doesn't really make sense. A 2024 Boston 7th-round pick goes to the Coyotes in exchange. The Bruins will acquire the rights to defenseman Michael Callahan, who is 22. He was a 5th-round pick in 2018 and currently has 14 points in 34 games with the Providence Friars of the NCAA's Hockey East at the time of this recording, at least. Again, don't know why this trade would be facilitated, because this one doesn't hurt nor harm any, never benefit nor harm anybody. It's just more like a wait and see what happens with this one. That's really what it is. Bob Murray. We all know Bob Murray. He was a GM for the Ducks, who resigned from the Ducks, I believe, at one point because of his issues with alcohol abuse. He will operate solely on the West Coast as a scout for the Calgary Flames. He has joined the Flames as a scout for the West Coast, so luckily he doesn't have to move too much. Basically, just stay on one part of the country. So, good on him for that one. But honestly, though, I do hope he's okay after going for the rehabbing shit. Because, God, that's fucking. Let's talk about, like, we're gonna switch leagues for a minute here. We're gonna go to the USPHL, which I'm guessing stands for the United States Professional Hockey League. I have no idea. So, in the USHL, South Shore Kings player, or now former player, I should say, 20-year-old Paul Halloran. Basically, he was hit along the player bench and hit into the referee by another player for the other team. Then the referee that got hit unintentionally, mind you, by that player. Yeah, basically it was I think it was ejecting him, or I don't know what was. I don't know. I'm watching the clip as I'm telling you this, and from what I could see, I guess the referee was calling a penalty or ejecting him from the game. To which Halloran proceeds to sucker punch the referee in the face and has been given a lifetime ban from the USPHL as a result of his actions. In a statement, it was said that the local authorities are investigating this, and he is done in the USPHL. He will not play in that league ever again. He is done. To that, I just say, over fucking reaction by the player. You don't fucking put your hands on an official, even when a bullshit call is made. You can curse, you can scream, you can yell at all you fucking want, but you don't put your fucking hands on them. You don't. I'm sorry, but you fucking don't. Why would you put your hands on a ref? as much as people would like to. They don't. You don't. Switching back to the NHL, and another serious situation has unfolded with the San Jose Bomb Squad they were investigating a device in the locker outside of SAP Center, home of the Sharks. This was basically like a bomb type of thing, because like they were like freaking out, like, oh my god, somebody has left a bomb in front of the fucking building. Dear God. But as of 2 a.m. on Sunday or Monday morning, I'm not sure, the San Jose Police Department saying nothing suspicious was found in the locker and have issued an all clear. Patients stuck at SAP Center Lounge area were given free drinks and popcorn, as well as a chance to return to future Sharks games free of charge if they left their contact information with a designated arena employee. Which, I mean, it makes sense, like, to compensate the fans that were just stuck there. They couldn't do shit about it. So, I mean, on that one, hey, all the power fucking to you. At least they made a good out of the situation, at least in the end. The Ducks are parting ways with their assistant general manager, Dave Nonis, as reported. Notice will allow him the opportunity to land in our NHL job. Basically, he was in the final year of his contract. And basically, I can say he just wanted out. But in the meantime, former Duck player and current Duck selection role, Scott Niedermayer, will assume some of his duties as part of his new special advisor role. Well, I don't know too much about this, but all I can say is I can just wish him the best of luck in whatever he does next. That's all I really can say. Coach Dave Tippett does plan on retiring. Basically, a quiet retirement, nothing too big. Basically saying here, won't do any big departing interviews. Has a new house built in Flagstaff, and apparently is big into real estate. So, I guess for him, it's time. But hey, for what it is, congrats on a good career. Now this is interesting news I want to show you too. Recent gold medal winner for Canada's women's hockey has Marie-Philip Poulin has attracted the interest of ECHL club Trois-Rivières. And so they wanted to sign her to a contract, but she did, but I believe she did deny. But hey, that's a hell of an opportunity though, and I wish she was given that opportunity, which again is great. But I think that's really all we're gonna have for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment down below if you guys want to see anything next. Benchwarmer quick mention. And if I haven't done so already, subscribe and join the Illogical Nation. Till next time, guys. Je suis le Logique Canadien. Bonne nuit et au revoir.